What's up, everybody? It's Dom Universe. We outside with it today. So look, I'm gonna try to get through this a little quick and try to help y'all understand the aura, right? And I'm gonna show y'all how to heal and cleanse your aura and work with yours and other people's aura, right? So you gotta let's remember something, right? What is aura, right? I already talked about in the first part of this video, right? What is an aura? But on the biological scale, humans have gold inside of their body, right? And the component, the element gold's initials is AU, right? And AU is short for aura. We also have gold in our blood, okay? Which is part of the same chemical that's inside of our urine, but it's gold, right? And in Spanish, they call it oro. In Latin, they call it aurum, right? That aurum translates to gold, oro translates to gold, right? And inside of certain glands in our body, like the lymph nodes, the adrenal glands, the renal cortex, right? The reticuloendothelial system, it all got high concentrations of gold, which is inside of our body. And a lot of people don't know that. So when you tell people certain stuff like that, and you tell them, oh yeah, we made out of the same elements of the earth, a lot of these people look at you stupid, like you stupid. And you know, these are left brain linear people who think that everything is supposed to be observed or understood from a left side of the brain, right? So let's move on here. Now I got a lot of this wrote down, but we ain't gonna do too much reading, right? That's left brain. This is about the right brain. But look, everything has an aura. You got to remember that. And when you first get into this, when you first do this, you have to set the intention, or you're not doing anything, right? You gonna think you working with your aura, right? But you're not really doing anything. Let's say you wanted to do the work with your aura or your hand chakras to like heal somebody else. You got to set the intention. You don't just go and tweak with other people's energy thinking you about to do something without setting the intention, right? But when you about to go do this and healing yourself and whatnot, you set an intention, you ground yourself, and you breathe, okay? Make sure you breathing. I'm going to edit. I didn't put a breathing exercise in the first part of the video, so I'm going to edit that in there. I'm going to put these videos together, and I'm going to upload them later on. All right? So, yeah, one thing you need to do is work on that breathing exercise I'm going to put in the previous video, okay? So, another thing is when we talking about grounding yourself outside, right? When we talking about grounding yourself outside and we thinking about grounding with the Earth star, which is like 12 inches below your feet into the ground. And also your aura goes into there too, because your aura is shaped like a oval, right? And it don't cut off at the floor, like the flat part of the floor. It go inside the floor, the ground, right? And Earth star is what you connect to, okay? When you grounding yourself. And you got to imagine your aura like wide, because your aura is wide. Everybody aura is different sizes, and all the different layers, people got different size layers, but you can change the size. And plus, depending on your emotional standpoint at the moment, your certain layers of your body may be different, especially the emotional body. So you have the root chakra, sacral chakra, the root chakra at the bottom where your perineum is. You got the sacral chakra right under your belly button. You got the solar plexus right here in your stomach. You got the heart chakra in the center of your chest. You got the throat chakra. You got the pineal gland, and then you got the crown chakra, right? I showed y'all how the chakras look and how you supposed to imagine them, right? Like vortexes, right? And some of them, everybody's chakras spin different directions. Some people spin clockwise. Some people spin anti-clockwise. Some people spin all of them, right? So this is not something you just learn how to do. But when you ground yourself, imagine your aura and your grounding position wide, not just you connecting your feet to the earth. And when you imagine yourself being grounded, imagine basically when you ground yourself, it pulls your lower three chakras, right? So you ground yourself with your lower three chakras going down, okay? So just a second. Making sure we get all these points before we get into this. So remember, this is right brain. Your left hand is associated with femininity because it's connected to your right brain, which is feminine, imagination, creativity, right? And this is the negative side of your brain, okay? This is the negative side, this is the positive side, this is the logic side. Now the right side of your brain control the left side of your body, left side of your brain control the right side of your body. So since this negative and since this positive, right? This is positive and this is negative. Your left leg is positive. Your left leg is negative and your right leg is positive. Okay? Remember that. You got different polarities, but you can still, even though your left hand is for receiving and your right hand is for giving, you can also give energy with your left hand and receive energy with your right hand, right? So here's a little rundown of things you need to know before you get into this, right? When you go around other people, especially when you step into their aura field, you absorb information from their aura field, their energy. So if a person is a low vibrational person, they depressed, they sad, or they perverts, or they engage in negativity, it's going to affect you. And so when you go back home after hanging around these people or being around these people, you need to cleanse your aura, okay? So, what else we got here? When your aura weak, especially after you've been drained by hanging around other people and you let them drain your energy, your aura may become dark, murky. It may start having holes in it. It may become rigid. It may have gaps in it, right? And you need to heal that and meditate, right? It may become rigid, right? So a lot of people practice something called Reiki, which is with the hands, but the original form, the original version, which came from Egypt, is called Sekhem. That's a more powerful form of it, which is what I'm teaching here. This is not just Reiki. This is a form of Sekhem, and you have to set intention. This is a powerful form of hand magic. And by the way, stimulating your feet, you can do it with water. Stimulating your hands, you can do it with water, whether it be cold, warm, or hot, or lukewarm. Remember, warm and hot or warm, lukewarm water send blood to different areas of your body, right? So if you had cold hands, all your blood is gonna come out of your hands, and your hands gonna be like pale, right? So warm water is good for blood flow, which will stimulate your chakras, right? So when you want to stimulate your foot chakras, you can just massage your feet, okay? But your feet chakras is also for grounding yourself. Remember that. So let's move on here. Trying to be quick. Now, with this practice, you learning how to heal your mind, body, soul, spirit, your emotional health, and your physical health, right? Because if you sick, you can heal yourself with this, okay? Now, this is also, you got to remember how to work with your masculine and feminine energy. So remember, you also got chakras right here and right here. You got a galactic feminine and you got a galactic masculine, right? Or it may be on the other side. I may be getting it wrong. I'll be looking at pictures. Sometimes they got it in a different spot, right? I told y'all about the Kabbalah. And when it start with the prime creator, and then it come down to two angels. It separate into a male and a female, right? And then what happened? This is where they get the ideology and shows for having an angel on your shoulder and a devil on your shoulder. You got the positive and you got the negative, okay? So let's move on a little bit more here, right? This is where we about to get active, all right? We about to get active. Remember, use your imagination, okay? Use your imagination. What you want to do here? Hold up. Sorry, I gotta make sure I got everything. Alright, so this is a form of alchemy as well, because it's spiritual alchemy. You're working with your energy. So remember, when you feel certain energy, you can transform that energy into something else. The energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be moved or transformed, right? So when let's say you feeling negative, you come home and you work with your auras. You can close your eyes and imagine it when you outside. The best time is to do it outside. Now remember the vortex I showed you with the vortex in the body? So right now we got the sun out, right? You can be bare feet, or you can have your socks on in the dirt or on the concrete or in the grass, right? Aim your hands up at the sun. I don't care if it's cold outside. I came out here in about 32 degrees with no shoes on, no socks on. I only had on shorts and I had on no shirt. This was a few weeks ago, right? And there was a little bit of snow out here. I came out here, I stood right here, put my hands up to the sky, and the sun started to make my body warm. It was cold out here, right? But when I was focusing on the energy of the sun, it started to warm my body up. And remember, you can store energy from the sun into your solar plexus. Remember that. And you can use it for later. Now, this is also going to tie into that breathing exercise. I'm going to put it into the video. So aim your hands up and connect your consciousness with the soul star chakra right above your head. Some say it's 6 inches above your head. Some say it's 12 inches above your head. Wherever you feel it at. Remember, you got chakras up here and all the way up in the sky. But remember, we talking about the one right here above your crown chakra. It's called the soul star. Is connected to the sun, right? So aim your hands up and grab you some energy. Just charge yourself up for a few minutes or a few seconds, however long. Stimulate your hand chakras, right? Make sure your feet activated. Make sure you grounding yourself, right? And then you wanna, imagine your chakras. You gotta remember, study the first part. The lecture part, study all of that, or you not gonna know what you're doing, or you gonna think you out here doing something and you're not. You gonna think you healing something. You might see your chakras, you might do something to them, but you don't know what you're doing if you don't know what the chakras mean and you don't know nothing about your auras. Okay, so you gotta study. It's not hard. It's very simple. Even little children can do it. Shout out to Janet Wright Readings on YouTube. I got this information from her, right? But anyway. Imagine your chakra spinning, and remember you got some in the back, so they don't spin the same way, or maybe they do. Remember, everybody spin different. So all of your chakras. Now imagine energy going into your chakras. Remember, the energy from your aura go into your chakras. It go into your chakras and it come out of the back of you, out the back of your chakras, and into the aura, right? So the energy of the aura, the energy of your aura goes into each. Like for example, your etheric body is associated with your root chakra. The energy from your etheric body goes up into your root chakra and out of your it transforms into your ketheric body or ketheric template, and it come out your crown chakra, right? So when we talking about your front chakras, right? Let's say your sacral chakra, your emotional body sends energy through your sacral chakra and out the back. Your solar plexus, the mental body sends it sends energy through your solar plexus and out the back. So you work with the front chakras and you work with the back. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I do this makes me feel good. Sometimes it makes me feel euphoric. And let me tell y'all something. And when you doing this, you can also, when you stimulate your hands, you can imagine gold light coming out of your hands. We all know gold light when you meditate is for healing and strengthening you. And spiritual enlightenment is also it just do a lot of things, right? It's a lot of meditations with gold lights. I'm sure y'all heard of gold lights and guided meditations. So imagine, right, gold light coming out your fingers. And you can use this to heal like the patches, the ridges inside your chakras. Now you can feel all of this. You can feel all of it. It's all right brain. You can feel all of it. You can feel everything. You can see everything, right? And remember, it's not everything that you imagine. All of these practices, all meditation and doing aura is not going to be the same for you as it will be for somebody else. So this is why I try to give multiple tips until you also find your own way to do certain things. Because just like with chakras, a person may see a lotus as a chakra. Some people may see a cone. Some people may just see a circle, or some people may see something literally red. They may just see colors, right? So everybody, the whole circle in the front of your body, that's not necessarily how chakras look, okay? But like I was saying, the vortexes of your chakras absorb the energy from the front of your aura and then shoot it back out into your aura. Now remember, you want to protect your energy, you want to raise your vibration so that your aura will be strong enough to not be tampered with and diseases come through it, or germs, or demonic spirits, or even people. So people's energy don't affect your body, or even technology, because we got a lot of technology. We got PlayStations, TVs. We probably got like space heaters and fans, air conditioners, or just all type of technology in our house that's on and it's just emitting all type of energy, and it affects your body, and you don't realize it because you're so used to the way you feel. Now I bet if you took all of that technology out of your room, you're going to feel different, and the atmosphere is going to be different. It's like a feng shui, right? But basically, I'm gonna get back into this aura stuff. You can close your eyes, or you could do it with your eyes open. Just feel. You want to feel. And even with light, you can feel light when you're doing that. You gotta learn how to feel. You gotta stimulate your chakras, okay? You can meditate before this, or you can meditate after, but I'm telling you right now, you gotta make sure your chakras stimulated. You're going to feel everything, okay? You gotta know what the chakras mean. You gotta be present in these chakras, or you're not going to feel anything, okay? You gotta be into these chakras. Now with the sun, see, remember your heart. See, you got 3 chakras at the bottom, and then you got your heart in the middle. Then you got 3 chakras at the top, right? So 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and your heart chakra in the middle. Your heart is the gateway to your higher self, right? So with these 3 chakras, it's connected. Like it's the opposite of you grounding yourself to the earth with your lower 3 chakras. You ground your lower 3 chakras is associated with your physical self. Your higher 3 chakras are associated with your spiritual self. So it's like you, I don't want to say grounding with the sun. We could say skying with the sun. Skying with the sun. Like you connect your higher chakras to the sun. Okay? But that's pretty much it. The chakras, it's just you using your hands. You can heal your chakras with your hands, heal the rigid spots, right? Oh, and if you got energy blockages, you can feel the energy blockages inside the vortex. It's like the ignore the background noise. Now look, imagine your chakras if it's blocked. You think about it like a toilet when the toilet trying to flush something, okay? When the toilet trying to flush something and it gets stuck. That's how your chakras do energy, okay? You got to get it out with your hands. You imagine it like that. Or this is something I do. I imagine like a gold rod. I do this with my hands and I imagine a gold rod forming. And then I stick the gold rod through the vortexes. And I do just like that. And it's like I'm plunging out the energy. And I get the energy blockages out. And you can also sing with it. You can do the light language. This is why some videos you see people doing this with their hands when they doing the language of light. Okay? You can sing, you can do the language of light, or you can do affirmations, right? I showed y'all affirmations in the previous video. Okay? So let's go over this a little bit again. Use your hands. Ground yourself with your feet. Make sure your aura is wide. Okay? Connect to the Earth star. Connect to the solar star or the soul star. Okay? Right above your head, 6 to 12 inches above your head. I want to say 12, but I know it's another chakra right above it. But you know, when you looking at certain cultures try to explain chakras, it's not the same as other cultures. Okay, so this is why I say you got to find what works for you. All right, because people will be doing a chakra, like a spiritual practice that work for somebody else, but it won't work for them. And this is why I believe even with spirituality, certain practices is not for everybody, right? But use your hands, feel your aura. You can change the size of your aura and you can shrink your aura. See, a lot of people, you may think this is bullshit. You may think you're not doing nothing. It's about practice. And over time, you're going to start to feel it if you don't feel it. Over time, you're going to start to see it if you don't see it, right? So just imagine it. And you gotta have them all spinning. Now, it's not something you gotta keep your attention. It's not like you gotta keep your attention on all of these things. Soon as you ground yourself with the earth, you're grounded. Now you go into the soul star. Now you ground yourself with that. Now it's now you connected to that. Now you connected. You don't gotta keep your attention on your grounded chakra. You don't gotta have your attention on the soul star and the earth star and your chakras all at the same time. Once you deal with it, it's done, right? And you move on to the next thing. You finish healing this chakra, it's done. And you also want to heal these in the back too. You can imagine. Okay, I got this from her too, but this is something I somehow already knew because I do this with certain stuff. You imagine a copy of your chakras or your aura right in front of you, right? If you don't want to take the time to do it in the back, right? Putting your hands in the back, right? Imagine in the front of you, you can close your eyes or have your eyes open. Imagine you got your aura or your chakras in front of you and you heal it with your hands, okay? Imagine gold light coming out your hands. You can heal your auras and your chakras with your hands. This is the main thing, okay? And you can do this with your family. You can do this when they sick, right? It's different techniques to this. Now, I'm making this video, but I'm not giving y'all every technique because I don't know every technique as well. I'm still learning a lot of this, but I'm telling you right now, it works. And you can find your own ways to do this. It's not like it's a structured one way. But that's pretty much it. Dom Universe taking off. I love you all. Like, subscribe, peace.